Hello there, YouTube. When we say dog breeds with superpowers, we're not talking about Underdog or Scooby-Doo, we're talking about legit dogs with crazy abilities and powers. Check out the top 10 dog breeds with superpowers below. Before that though, I'd like to ask if you could hit that little subscribe button, help us out immensely, and let you see even more videos from us every single day and everything else we've done prior. With that said, I'm your ever lovely narrator, Gentleman T-Rex. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10. Catahoula Leopard, climbing trees. Nowadays, people breed dogs in order to make them more special. Breeders sell these poor animals for a profit. They don't really care about whether it's smart to breed different types of dogs. However, long before there were breeders, there was something called survival of the fittest. Long ago, an anthropologist named Charles Darwin discovered that in order to survive, animals developed special skills. Otherwise, they wouldn't survive and would become extinct, which is a big problem for them. This is how we got the Catahoula Leopard dog. It adapted its special skills out of necessity, not fine breeding. In order to fend for themselves out in the wild, these dogs developed not one but 3 superpowers. They have super high intelligence, webbed feet so they can swim better, and they are able to climb up trees. It's actually more like running up the side of a tree rather than climbing, but either way, these dogs are able to scamper up a tree like a squirrel. It uses this superpower to both hide and catch its prey. Now that people have discovered how special the Catahoula Leopard dog is, people have started breeding them because they are known for being great hunters in packs. Number 9. Basset Hound. Giant ears and can smell. Basset Hounds have been used for hunting for years. They're known for their keen sense of smell. Although they are rather squat doggies with long floppy ears that appears to slow them down, these big old ears serve a purpose. Basset Hounds don't literally smell with their ears though. Did you think they did? Well, no. Stop that. It's bad thinking. What they can do though is they use those long floppy ears to waft scents up towards their noses. They actually hold the world record for the longest ears of any dog. And because they're so short and because the ears are so long, they can drag them along the ground. And their ears flap so fast that when they're running, they're able to smell even the tiniest scent faster and better than other dogs. Number 8. Husky, strength and stamina. Siberian Huskies are beautiful. That is a fact, and I will not budge on that. From their symmetrical features to their gorgeous blue and green eyes, they are truly beautiful creatures. This is one reason why they are one of the most photographed dogs in the world. But did you know that they are considered the Supermans of the dog world? This makes sense when we consider that they're bred specifically to carry and drag huge sleds behind them in the ice and snow. They are actually the strongest dogs on Earth, and their stamina is unparalleled. They have better stamina than horses even, and they are working dogs. They have a specific job, and they are expected to do it well. This means they have no choice but to be strong and durable. Not only do they have to carry sleds, but these sleds are covered in cargo and usually people. They have to carry these sleds along very extreme weather conditions for very long distances. Kinda reminded me of that movie Balto. Anyone remember that movie? Let me know in the comments below. Number 7. Pit Bulls. Incredible strength. Every day we see terrible stories on the news about people getting attacked by vicious pit bulls. And they're wrong. Pit bulls are great. However, in reality, these dogs are amazing creatures who, if trained right, can be the friendliest, most loyal dogs in the world. I mean, just look at the smiles on some of them. I just want to pet them. And the good news is, for the morons who train their pit bulls to misbehave, it only takes a few days and a little effort to retrain them. They're also one of the strongest dogs in the world. You ever get a pit bull, you'll notice that they are all muscle. There is little to no fat on a pit bull, and this is why they are so heavy. Even though they don't eat much more than other dogs, they are massive. They're also strong, and you'll have to remember, these dogs were initially bred for fighting. Sadly, people still do this today. But that's another topic and we can't get into that here. One way people train pit bulls is by having them participate in weight pulling competitions. Pit bulls have been known to be able to pull over 5,000 pounds. To put this into perspective, the record for weight pulling by a pit bull is for pulling a sedan, and yes, the car, over 12 feet. There probably isn't a person on Earth who can compete with that. I mean, barring, heavyweight champions, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Rocky Balboa. I think you get the point. Number 6. Dachshund, or badger killers. Well, we're not even sure if this qualifies as a superpower, but hey, it fits, so we put it into our video. I mean, badgers are terrifying. Play Far Cry 4, you'll figure that out. If you ever look at a dachshund, it looks like a tiny little wiener dog. They're adorable and yummy, and they don't act like they could hurt a fly. But if you look at their name, the word dachs actually translates into badger. So their name means badger hunter. Do people actually hunt badgers? I don't someone want to do that. Again, badgers are crazy. Then again, I do know that it's helpful to note if you're in the mood to hunt badgers, a dachshund will come in handy. But in all seriousness, these doggies were intentionally bred to be tiny, wiggly, and short so they can get into tiny holes where badgers hide. Their broader chests allow them to breathe better in tight, small spaces. Because their little paws are like paddles, they can dig really fast and chase the little creatures. Dachshunds also have really, really sensitive noses, so they're well equipped to track down even the slightest of scents. Badgers are one of the toughest animals around, and the dachshunds were bred specifically to defeat them. And for reference, I've seen badgers take on cobras and get bitten with a bite that would normally kill like 5 men, and just sleep it off. Number 5. Dalmatians, unafraid of fire. There's a reason why we always see Dalmatians on the cover of firefighters' calendars. It's not because they're sexy or cute, it's because they literally aren't afraid of fire. Long ago, when firemen used wooden stagecoaches and horses, the dogs were trained to keep pace with the horses. The Dalmatians were used to chase away other animals and keep the path clear of the stagecoaches. What a lot of people don't realize is that horses are deathly afraid of fire. Dalmatians are not. So when the firefighters needed an animal to be by their sides when it was time to fight a fire, these dogs made the perfect co-captains. Also, since the dogs were not spooked by the fire, they were able to keep the horses calm. Number 4. Shar Pei, giving wild boars the slip while hunting. Although they're known for their adorable wrinkles, Shar Peis actually have another superpower. They're able to elude wild boars while hunting, and yes, there are people who still like to hunt wild boar. You may wonder how the Shar Pei, a chunky, wrinkly animal, is able to elude anything. However, thanks to their floppy skin and coarse bristles, these dogs were bred by the Chinese to defend themselves against wild boar. When the boars would try to tear into their skin, the folds in their skin would also help protect them. While the boar would concentrate on the folds of skin, the dog would be able to turn itself around thanks to its loose skin and fight back. Also, their prickly hair would irritate the boars, so when the Chinese would go hunting, they would bring their Shar Peis with them. They served 2 purposes. They could work as a decoy to attract the wild animals, and then keep the animals occupied long enough for the hunters to catch up and kill their prey. Number 3. Settler mixes. Can transform water like Poseidon. Poseidon was unknown who, as a god, if he got mad, would turn sea foams into a herd of wild horses. He could also wreak havoc on anyone who displeased him. Well, settler mixers are kinda like that because of their large paws. They're able to transport huge amounts of water at one time. People who have settlers know that they love the beach. If you take your dog to the beach for the day, they'll spend hours furiously playing in the waves. If you ever need to put out a bonfire, call your Irish settler over and he can put it out with his giant paws. He can splash enough water on your campfire to put it out in no time. Settlers have a ton of fun in the water. To them, it's more like super fun than it is superpower. Alright, I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works. Number 2. Chihuahuas, messengers. Hermes was a quick and cunning god who could travel between different worlds to get important messages to their recipients. Chihuahuas are kinda like Hermes. These little guys are quick to pick up on any intruder or mailman, neighbor, passing car, you name it. They're able to get from your bed to the front door and back again in a matter of seconds. They are quick little buggers and they can get around, under or over just about anything in their path. The other thing about Chihuahuas is that they are so loud and menacing despite their size that they scare a lot of intruders off your property. They are quick to defend not only their owners, but also their babies, other pets, and older people. They are great to have around if you live by yourself or are just really scared of intruders. Number 1. Rottweilers. Amazing judgment. As quick as the Chihuahua may be, Rottweilers are the opposite. Before a Rottweiler will become your best friend, take their time getting to know you. They feel people out to make sure they're a good and trustworthy person before they'll let their guard down. This comes in handy not only when someone is trying to break into your house, but also when a new man is trying to break into your heart. Rottweilers are amazing judges of character. They can look into the depths of a person's soul and let you know if the person is someone you can trust. They're particularly good to tell you if a person is good, bad, loyal, or flaky. If they decide a person is not supposed to be in your house, God help them. They can turn menacing quite quickly and do whatever they have to do to protect their humans. And that was our video for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, well, it's your lucky day. For every single person that likes this video, you'll receive your very own super dog so you can climb trees, chase badgers, and hurdle the waves. We're sending over a whole pen of them, so get ready. They're really hungry. Get your kibbles and bits. Later, everybody.